Yo, I just start talking because I forget that we're recording. I'm just so used to talking to you, and it's just like,
You know
okay,
what,
I'm
Miss
just
Riri?
saying. I just you have to you have to help me remember that
Miss
we're
Riri,
recording and that I'm not just supposed to be talking.
we live.
See, I thought you said that you was going to tell me.
Welcome.
We gonna, one day we're gonna get it so right.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm
Welcome.
sorry. With that, hi
Welcome.
everybody. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome to the fascinating nutcases.
No, we're not.
Miss
This is
Riri, introduce your show.
a lot, and that's the part I do be forgetting. Hi everybody. See, I gotta. All right.
Welcome to the fascinating ladies. I'm
Welcome to the
Victoria
fast,
J.
and I'm Miss Riri. Well,
And
we
this
just
Miss
can't say
Riri
that.
show. I'm gonna tell y'all, this gonna be something today.
Why you
I
can't be
can't.
in the driver's? You the driver. I'm always a
No, I'm
passenger
not.
anyway.
Remember,
I
you
don't
took
know
my
how to
title away
drive.
from me. The title that I wanted, it got taken away from me about 30 minutes ago.
What time do
I
you want
mean,
it? That I took away from you 30. I took it away from you for 30 minutes ago.
yeah,
What I took away from you?
you did take it away from me.
What I took away from you? I don't remember.
My title, the one that I wanted.
What title
Look at
you
me,
wanted? I took it away from you.
Miss Riri. What was my title?
I forgot. No, that bad word. That the crash
I'm not.
dummy. No. So
Mm,
what?
But your daughter said I can have the title.
Oh, the no, because but oh, the not the technical. Yours, you the technical somebody, and she was the See,
I'm
damn,
the
I
technical
didn't
somebody.
even it.
I'm the technical. I'm the technical somebody. I'm just somebody.
You the technical, but I don't remember the technical support or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, so that so we gonna tell a story. We gotta tell a story right.
You gotta tell a
Here's a
story.
problem with my printer. So I asked my daughter, who is the what did she say? I'm the grad whatever she said something snippy, but I asked my daughter to help me with the printer, and she was like, "That's not my job. I'm not going to say the technical somebody, but the technical support person or something like that." So she would have helped me. So I didn't take that away from you. I just asked her to help me do something. I didn't give her that title. So okay, well, okay, and maybe I can see why you thought I gave her the title. My daughter goes to a school that does have that title in her school, and but I ain't give it to her. Yeah, girl, I ain't took nothing from you. Don't be spreading no rumors around like that. You know you my technical support person.
Jesus.
I just
It's
want
gonna be
to help with
one of
my
those
computer.
days.
I just want to help with my
It's gonna
printer. I
be.
wasn't trying to give nobody no. See, I didn't
It's
know
gonna be one of them
I
days,
wasn't giving
people.
nobody
Watch
support
out.
title to help
We
me with
about
a
to
print. I
crash
just want
and
my
burn.
printer to work.
We about to crash and burn. We about to crash. It's about to be one of them days. Oh, I'm finna get Miss Riri. I'm finna get Miss
Get her.
Riri
I think you should
right
take that
now.
name. Get her.
I'm finna get
Get her.
this. I'm finna get Miss Riri because I'm finna play.
Get
I'm
her.
finna get
Oh,
Miss
it's sounding like something that my
Riri.
brain needs to be working. I need to know
I'm
how
finna
to.
get Miss Riri right
Oh,
now. Oh, they better let me do it too.
ooh. Oh, God. This seems like something I need to be on my P's and Q's about.
Yeah, you gotta be on your P's and Q's.
Here we go. Y'all, I don't know the best. You know what I'm moving is sticker books and planners. One thing y'all
I
ain't
ain't
find else
even.
in this world is sticker books, planners, and patches. That's all that be around me. I forgot about books because that's what I'm sure posting. Not posting, sticking this thing up on the books. Okay. I need. You know what I do need though? Like okay, because God knows this is already made at home. But I need a thing like a what do you call like oh maybe if I not use this thing as a TV, it just use it
Miss
like that.
Riri, you don't need to. You don't need nothing else.
Okay, so look, no, this is serious. Like that thing right there, right? Where is
This
that?
is serious.
It is serious. That right there, right? So if I put that, maybe I need to start using that because then it would be like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know the words that. See, look at the books is
Why
already.
you look upside down?
That's what that's what I'm talking about. When I be reclining, I'm laying back. So I'm back on a
Uh,
bad angle and my books just
look to your
fell.
little thing.
The books did Victoria, that's what I'm saying. I use a little thing for my TV. I don't use it for the recording. That's what I said. Maybe I need
Oh
to, but I propped this up on books and my books just fell. That's what you hear me say my books just fell and that's when I went lopsided. I
no,
don't
I
know.
was trying to get you,
When I changed my position and I tried to lay back, all my little books fell. Victoria, we
Miss
live.
Riri.
We can't be
I'm gonna
talking
need.
about this stuff.
I'm gonna need you to straighten up and act right now. I'm gonna need you to come back out of the dark and come back into the light. I'm gonna need you to come back on into the light, Caroline. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on
She's going
back.
again.
I'm finna get you. I'm
I'm
finna get you
I'm
now.
here. I'm good.
I'm finna
Oh, she
get.
getting me.
I'm
What
finna
she
get
got?
you now. Look, I'm finna get you now. I'm finna.
It went away. But get it back.
Shut up! Did nobody tell you to have no other friends? I am your only best friend. No, lay back. No, no, that's what you
You don't want to be in that truck. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my god!
I don't care
I
about having
had
no
to
other
get you.
friends. Of
I
course, my friends
look.
you can have other friends. Shut up.
I had to find that. I had to find that. I had to find that. But guys, that was just fair
That
use.
was
Fair
funny.
use. Fair use. Fair use.
See, okay, so I
I'm
gotta
like,
remember
she
this.
like,
Oh,
uh,
shut up. Shut up. Yo, she had that Mother Sunday voice because I call it the Mother Sunday voice. You can ready to go to church?
oh, she did too.
Yo, she had the Mother
Look,
Sunday
I didn't
voice.
realize she was that loud until I just heard it. Just
She was like, "Shut up." See, but the Mother Sunday voice don't be loud because don't nobody hear her but you. And she be
but
smiling
look,
and stuff, and she be threatening you and with a smile.
but look, Miss
I
Riri,
better not have to
you
talk to
know
you.
I noticed all the shopping bags was from high end stores too.
So that was really me then. Well, at least I had you back there in style.
I know, right? And
You
you
was hit.
was cute,
You was
cute
hidden
back
in
there.
comfort.
I was cute back there.
You was hidden
Had a
in
nice little
comfort and
outfit.
style, girl. I'm
What's
trying to
going
help
on,
you
Miss
out. I'm
Riri?
always there for you. That goes to show that I'm always gonna be there for you. Count on me.
I can count on you. I can count on you.
Always count on me.
So what's
But you
been going
really can't.
on?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. And I'll stick to that. Just still, I'm still sick. So I have to remember not to blow my nose in public.
Oh, yo.
Yup. It got you down.
Yesterday, it was so pretty outside. Remember, I
Oh,
told you I would have got
you
swept
was like,
away in a
yeah.
tornado. And then today, it's super cold and windy
Wow.
because of that tornado that came through here. But it tore up some places, though. It ain't hit here.
Oh.
I'm glad it didn't because I was in here knocked out.
No, but it's funny
But
because you was like, it's so pretty. It's not pretty in here where you at. It's
yeah,
so you was like, why it's so dark outside? That happened with
I
that
kept hearing,
wind.
I kept hearing something bang on the daggone brick because my apartments are made out of brick.
Oh
I
god.
done went flying outside this morning, had my little t-shirt and my shorts on. I opened that door and all I could do was like pull my little wind chimes in.
Yeah.
I couldn't even open up the door. I'm like this. God, what happened? Because it was nice outside.
Woo! Man. Man. That weather, they say give it a minute. You don't like the weather, give it a minute.
What
Oh,
they
my
say?
little thing fell off. Let's see. Suppose I
I
was
was trying to
outside. This never
figure
happened.
out. Is it March comes in like a lion
Comes in
or goes
somebody
out
a
like a
lamb.
lion?
No, March goes out like a lion, and something comes in like a lamb. April
April
comes in like a
flowers.
lamb.
I
Yeah.
was
So
trying to think of
March.
that today.
Well, I hope March
That's
don't
really.
get too bad because at the end of March I go away. What?
I know. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's like the closer it gets, the more excited I get. The
Well,
closer I get, the more excited. Yo, I'm excited. I mean, my
show
little.
people your sneakers.
I didn't hear you.
I said, show the people your sneakers, the ones you made for your trip,
Oh, my little sneakers. That
so you can get some orders.
yeah, right. The most you're gonna be able to brag about is that child can't see that good, and look what she did for me. And they're gonna be like, "But why that's all the way over there?" That because the girl can't. I told you the girl can't see that well.
Wow.
Wait, I'm trying to fix my thing. You know, I can only do one thing at a time, unless you want me to start squirrel braining and being
Oh,
adventurous.
that.
You
Look,
want
Miss
it?
Ruby, I got on my
You
shirt that you
could.
made me last year.
Let me see.
My 12th Street Top back shirt with the lips.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't
My
make
little
it,
fat self then
but I
got
made it.
big. This
I
was
designed the what she used to put on it.
shout out to Miss T. Shout out to you,
That's
girl. Look
it.
at me. I don't even know how to do it. How you do shout out to Miss T?
I don't know how
Shout
you
out
do it.
to Miss T. How you do it? Old
Huh.
people. Shout out to
Oh,
Miss
shout
T.
out to Miss Toy. Miss Toy in the house. That's my age, y'all. That's my second brain. That's more than my age. I mean, I when I say my age, I only refer to her as my aide because technically speaking, that's what she is. But she's so much more. I've been blessed. Actually, we was talking about that before about me being blessed with the aides that I have. But the two that I currently have, I'm telling you, they one is like more like my sister than an aide,
Hmm.
and then one is like my daughter. She's my. I don't want to call her my fake daughter because she's not fake. She's a real life person. But she I've known her for so many years. Her and her mom and myself used to work together in the school, and we were side by side together for so many years. And like they say, your family, you get to when you get to choose your family, those are the people that really stay with you. And
Hmm.
I'm telling you, those were some of the best the friends that I've had like their life is like for years. I don't really have
Hmm.
any like relationships that's like because once if I know that I'm gonna like adopt you in my family, then you're just
Hmm.
that. And that's who I call her my redhead. Her mom. She my redhead. I could say people names. I don't know. Red Wall.
Yes, you
I'm gonna
can,
say your
Miss
name. I'm gonna say your
Ruby.
name, Redhead Wanda. And her daughter, my Tata Blue is what I call her, and she calls me mommy. And I've just known them for God, man is 15 now. So I've known
Yeah.
them for so many years. And oh, this is what I was saying when this is what I was gonna say. We were together the day I had the stroke because we were working up at the school together, and we did our duties of we would get the kids in every morning, and PTA work and stuff. So, we were like on all the boards and all this other stuff at the school. And I seen her and everything was fine. I'm thinking that I'm gonna go run to Target and get some last minute stuff for the trip and come back to the school. Of course it didn't happen like that. But when she found that I had the stroke, man, and it's funny because everybody was like, well, you coming home with me and you could come stay with me. And I'll come to say, and Mike was like, yo, people don't know you got a husband. Like, you coming home with me. You got a husband. But I say all that to say it's beautiful because that helped him to also realize that, yo, they showing up. And it helped me to see that, when, how they say, through thick and thin, and all the stuff, and people are there for you when you in your well point. And people be
Mm-hmm.
like, man, if anything happened to you, I'll be there, and da 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 da. I really got to see what life would
Mm-hmm.
be like, because you in a coma and everything else. Like, yo, I was really in a state of not knowing. Had to learn everything all over again. And yo, I had people like you and Wanda and Diana. That's at that time she was Malika's aide, and she was also one of my best friends that worked up at the school. And when I say, actually, she was with me when I had the stroke, because she was
Mm-hmm.
one of the co-leaders for my special aid group that I had. And she was there when I kept falling out. She was actually the one who called 911, and she's asking me questions, and then I'm not realizing who she's on the phone with. And I'm like, you asking me all these dumb questions, and as y'all know, I like to talk, but I also like to yell at people too. And I'm yelling at her for asking me dumb questions, but the paramedics was telling her, keep her talking, and have her talk about things that she definitely knows, so you'll know if it's right or not. So that's what she
Mm-hmm.
was doing. I of course I didn't know that at the time. But
Telling my other bestie here in
how
North
many people gonna
Carolina.
be like,
Let's
oh,
get
how
that
many
straight.
old best I know they're gonna be like, how many besties old people.
But I was telling her clips of your story yesterday. Out of the, excuse me, out of the blue, I was cooking. We got to talking about something. I think it was Girl Scouts. And I was telling her you was a scout leader and that you was on your way to camp when when you had your stroke. And I was telling her it was actually funny because I was telling her she was talking about don't good bra.
Yo, if I remember nothing else, I was like, you must have just got those yo, I'm young. Oh my god.
I know.
But it's
Well,
funny
that's
because
how we
these
got
things I'm
in
not
on it
supposed to
because
remember.
she got to have a surgery. And I said, "Oh, you gonna be like Miss Riri? Don't cut my good
Don't
bra."
cut my good bra. Yo, he cut my good. I will never forget that. He cut my good bra. I'm like, you must have just got those scissors.
Look, how we gonna have good bras? Ain't we supposed to have multiple bras? We got
Yeah,
a
we
good
do.
bra.
But
You
that
got
was
your
the good.
Sunday
Yo,
bra, your good bra.
it held the girls up right. Like it was that. You got that bra. It was that
Yeah,
bra. It
I
had the
just got me a
girls
good
and
bra.
right attention, and it didn't have the fat rolls in, like it was that bra. It was that good. And you know what's
Mm,
funny about that good bra? Even if you go and buy it again, like multiples of that bra, you can't. Like you only get
mm,
that one good bra. So for people that
mhm.
saying, well, why you just don't have multiple bras? I got multiple, y'all. I know the girl's secrets. We know whatever her
Yeah.
name is, I know all her secrets. Okay? All her secrets. In
Let me
every
tell you,
color. Please,
I
yo.
could give Will two more drawers with the bras and panties and thongs and stuff that I got that I don't even wear because you like what you like as you get older.
Yo.
All that cute stuff go out the window. So him I said, if you ever buy me anything like bedtime stuff, please don't buy me no ruffles, no lace, because the older you get, that stuff itch.
The saddest part when I got well enough to come home from the hospital is realizing that I will God, well, I guess I could, yeah, my friends, I could tell you, I could get graphic. Never
I
being
know
able to
that's
wear
right.
panties, never wearing panties again. I haven't worn a pair of panties. So it's just like, how you gonna tell me I can't wear panties? And it's funny because I don't wear, anybody who
I don't
knew me
need to
know.
laugh.
I know, but it's funny now, but it was funny then too though. But it was, at least it had a bit more sadness to it. But I haven't worn panties in years. I mean, like even way before the stroke, I wear thongs. Well, I wore thongs, and coming home, like saying that because I wasn't in control of my bladder or my bowels.
Mhm.
That's I said right, bowels. So thank you, God. As years have gone by, whatever, I've gotten a lot better with my bladder. Most times I can at least like hold it to make it to the bathroom or whatever. But my bowels, I suffer from IBSD. I ain't got no control over that. That can happen when it happens, how it went. And I'm not trying to be funny, but yes, TMI. you can't wash out the remnants of nothing once you have an IB. I can't even get this sentence out because I see your face. I can't even look at you what
Lord
you.
help us.
I
I
can't even
couldn't
look at you
even.
what
I
I'm doing.
can't.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna stop there because you two y'all can't even get the sentence out. I was really trying to
I
be
can't even look
serious.
in the camera at you.
I was trying to be serious.
No, real talk. I was going to ask you about that
I
because
was
the
trying to
other
be serious.
bestie was saying that her mom, she had multiple brain surgeries too.
Mm,
And she said this last one that she had,
mm,
the doctor said something about they hit something. So
mm.
she's never had problems with her bowels, but they hit something in her brain and now she has
Yeah.
problems with that. And I was like, I didn't even know that. She was like, it was
Yeah.
like some piece. So now they want to go back in to see if they can fix that. And the mom don't want to do it.
I
But
no, I
she
was
up in
just gonna.
age.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I personally, I because I can't. I'm not a doctor, so don't try this at home or any of that other good stuff. But when they was saying, because like I still don't have taste, and like I the taste that
And
I
be
do have,
eating. Y'all,
it
she be eating. I'm eating now, but
yo.
this my snack.
No, but what's funny is when I didn't have feeling, remember that? And I would be talking, and yo, my hair would be on the stove. I'm
On
talking
fire.
burning. I've stabbed myself, but I had no sensation. I had no, yo, I can't remember. And again, we can laugh at all of this now, but it's real talk. And if anybody who's going through this, please know, I'm not making a mockery nor a joke at you because I have been there. Like Victoria, like I'm talking the stutter. I had to learn how to do everything again.
Well, you know
Everything
what?
for
This is
anybody
good
who would come
conversation.
to that see me in the hospital. They shaved all my, like, this is really the only scar that you can see, but they shaved all my hair off. I have cuts from ear to ear. I have a cut from here, and then from my neck all the way down to my, like, this bone area. And now you can
Hmm.
see the back, but you gotta really, like, be up on me to see when my locks were longer, when I let them grow. You definitely couldn't see it, and you can't see the ear to ear, but my hair pops a lot. That's how I started with the green in my hair, because my hair would grow a certain length, and then it would pop out. Because what they told me was that my hair would never grow again, so I would keep my hair. I had like a, I know I can't pronounce it, a seizure, whatever. Like when the guys have their hair cut really short, then I let it grow to a
Oh,
little
the Caesar.
afro. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so we were both right. We were both right, because I would always tell them, well, you don't know who I know and serve them the way that I serve them.
That's right.
And it was funny because they kept shaving my hair. My hair kept growing back. And I was like, well, maybe I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny, but this is real talk. I was like, well, maybe I'm like Simpson. So I'm like, man, you gonna give me, all I need is some stubble and I'm getting out of it. So I would tell myself little funny things like that. But in truth, it was to help me remember, because they said I would never remember. Because just like when you say they hit that part, a part of my
Hmm.
brain really doesn't focus right. Like it's just a little smidget, but it
Hmm.
could just be that smidget that holds you together. Now we all know I was not always all that wrapped up tight anyway. So the last thing
No,
they
she
needed
was
to do
not.
was hit any type of
Listen
smidget.
to me, people.
That's like with this. This is like with this show is a prime example, because this is like I don't have anything to talk about, and it is like, what is this talk about nothing? This is really one of those talk about nothing, but it really ends up being something, because
Yeah.
my brain, that's how it works.
I
But
noticed that too. We'll get off and we're so silly, but it ends up being something that somebody needs to hear,
exactly,
something serious.
exactly.
Just lost my thought when you was talking about
That's
your
that's why when you with me, you need to have paper and pen so you can write stuff down, because you will forget.
because
Well, why?
I'm the
Well,
one that remember
well,
why
how
I
the
need the
blind don't need
paper
to
and
write?
pen. why why
But
I
with that
need the
being
paper and
said,
pen.
you say that like you're so proud of yourself for remembering, and how you're gonna help me out. At this point, who's the driver? Who's gonna help who?
I was gonna say something about Samson. Do I need to get you the side real soup?
Girl, oh, back to that. So I was in at that time. I wasn't even on a walk. I was in a wheelchair, and I had the IV. Girl, let me tell you, I had that brain, the clamp thing, and I was just a freaking. I was a mess. I was picking up real cheating, like certain things. People like that's on your TV. Yo, I was really picking up frequencies from other. Yo, Michael would tell you. Michael was like, I didn't say that. And I'm like, yo, Michael, and other people conversations. Yo, it was this my brain, but again, your brain just be everywhere, and it got to like really come back. So
Mm-hmm.
I say that like with depression, I could have always suffered from depression or whatever, but my mind just was always so intact, and I was always doing things. When you have something, when they touch that something and something is missing, that might be
Mm-hmm.
that piece that was helping me to just refocus. Now I have to be told to refocus. Before I could
Mm-hmm.
just do it on auto drive. Now my brain can stay stuck in something, and I have to be
Mm-hmm.
told, come out, come back. So like,
Mm-hmm.
we'll joke about it, but it's real talk. It's
Yeah.
really it's real talk. But again, I say, anybody who's out there listening, please know that this is me coming out that tunnel. Like, and it's still a work in progress. It's only been 6 years, and I will say only because every day is just like we take for granted. We take for granted
So
a
I was
lot of
telling
things,
Bestie
a lot of
yesterday.
things, a lot of things.
That's what I
But
was telling her yesterday.
it's been
Because
six
we got to
years.
talking about like, first of all, shots out to it being International Health Month.
Oh
And then
yeah,
we got
definitely.
International Women's Day
Well,
coming. I think they said Saturday.
I celebrate. You know me. I don't. That day is my travel days for me. Definitely traveling green, and it just so happens that you wear green anyway.
May.
Is March and May. March and May. March and May.
Is it is it's not yeah, because May
The
is
cruise.
women's, but it's
Oh, and
also
mental. No, May is
mental
mental
health.
health awareness.
But
So
that's how we
March
got
is
started talking about the good bra thing. Because I was telling her, and this is real talk. I was telling her, like, I went to the doctor with her when she got her surgery on her breast last month.
mm,
And we were talking about different medications that we both are trying to look into to help us lose additional weight for being obese.
okay.
And I was just like I told you, I remember why I got to write it down because I remember I was telling her the same thing. I said, "You think people don't be listening?" I said, "But when you care about somebody, you listen." I said, "At your last doctor's appointment, they told you were diabetic and
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to be taking insulin." I said, "You hard headed like my mama.
Mm.
My mother waited an entire lifetime before she decided to take insulin. And then she only had 12% kidneys left. Then it went down to 2. So I was trying to explain to her that, but I was also trying to explain to her you and like when you went through all of that. First of all, I didn't even know until it was already over. I'm just calling, 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 can't get nobody on the phone. But I was telling her, like, you got to take your health for serious because when I really did get you on the phone, you couldn't even make complete sentences. But look at you today, and people think nothing is wrong with you. Like,
Yeah.
just you don't you just don't see what you've been through. And I was trying to, in my own little quirky way, because I try to bring out the best, try to bring out the best. I was trying to tell her don't, because we got to do another surgery next Tuesday. And I was trying
Wow.
to tell her not to do the whole mental thing because God, He is your strength, He's your stability. And then I was trying to use you as an example. So, and that's how we got to the good brother.
Yeah, but no, that I mean, but you know what? Even that, you have to find, and Andy, I don't like heavy. I don't. It's not that I can't deal with heavy, and honestly, it's not a stroke nor aneurysm thing. I never liked heavy. I
Yeah.
never liked heavy,
I think you
and
did
I have
because you
to kind of
never was
go.
like a sad person.
Never
I don't think I ever seen
think
you
about it. I
sad.
was going to say, think about it. And it's not like because I hide in the closet by myself and I cry by myself. No, I'm really not a sad person. And that's what, like with the depression stuff, that's, I think I'm more weird. So I could have always been like going through a depression and I snap out because I'll tell myself a joke or, whatever. Now I can,
Yeah.
now I'm like, yo, so this is depression. Like, so now it's just like, okay, when you're telling somebody snap out of it, it's easy to say when you're not in that moment. So
Mhm.
that's why
Mhm.
and I know it sounds weird when I say I thank God what happened to me happened, but just for knowing sake, I thank
Mhm.
God because now I know better than to ever tell somebody depressed to snap out of it. I know
Oh yeah.
better than to tell anybody who's just in the bed and don't want to get out the bed. Oh, all you got to do is put one foot on the ground and you up. Like it's
Mhm.
certain things that depression is heavy. I'm telling you, depression would feel like if somebody is 700 pounds laying on top of you and you can't move. You
Mhm.
can't, it's just like, it's so easy to select. Well, you need to eat food that smells vulgar. It looks
Mhm.
vulgar. Like it's just you don't have the whoop. I'm telling. Remember when I first came out the coma, and they put because it was a minute before I had to go on solid. I went back on solids. I would forget to swallow because I would get so tired of freaking chewing, and I would store the food in my cheek. And the ladies, the
Mhm.
nurses and doctors would be like, "Now I know you got full cheeks anyway." Because when I was sunk in, I still, thank God, I still kept my cheeks, but I was, when you think you cute and you don't know when I be looking at your pictures, I'm like, yo, but you don't know that you still think you cute. Well, man, I was cute, but my cheeks, it would just be full of food, and I would have to spit the food out because we didn't know how long the food been sitting in my jaw for me to even want to swallow the food, and I had to
Mm.
spit it out. And like when people were on medication and they hide food, hide medicine under their thing, that's how it would have to be with the food. They would have to look and skirt up and make sure all the food was
Oh.
out my. Y'all, let me tell you, it's nothing but God. So when I came home, I'll never forget the first movie, y'all. But tell a story when I almost got rid of about the bus. And yo, I was still in a wheelchair at this time. So I could say the name of the movie. What
Yeah.
was that? So when the Lion King came out, it was the Lion King or Aladdin. One of the movies, I forgot which one it was, but it was when they was doing it live, like the real
Yeah.
animals or whatever.
Yeah.
And the girls wanted to see the movies, and that was another one of the saddest points is having children and you being, because I was always that person, I was always that parent, like you want it, you got it, you want to go there, let's go, like and to not be able to take my kids and to see their faces, or like that I have a daughter with autism, like her aide would have to take them places, and then like my husband was working all day, so it's just like having to have so many people step in. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
grateful, but in a way I was demeaned. Like it was demeaning to me because that's one of my greatest fears is to be erased, to be found worthless. And that's
Mhm.
probably, and I laugh about it, but we would always talk about that in the hospital. Why my bounce back was what it was, because I did not want to just be erased. I did not want to
Mhm.
be a person that had no purpose because I was so used to being the person that had the answers. And like
Mhm.
I still struggle with that still to this day of feeling, but it's funny because
Miss Riri.
they say it's only you. It's only you fighting. Let me just say it's only you fighting with yourself because nobody has ever told me that I was worth. I'm talking about this now. No one has ever said, "Oh, but you're not that bright anymore," or "You're not. I won't come to you." People still coming to me, but it would be me telling myself, "You don't know. You're not that bright. Don't nobody want to hear all that stumbling, you fumbling, you stuttering." And nobody ever said that. People were still calling me all the time. People were still wanting to come listen to my funny story. And it's funny when I think about it now, when I'm stuttering and trying to tell a joke, because I was still the same person. And it took forever to get out, but people was waiting for the punchline. People were still waiting, people were still, I say all I have to say, people was still there.
Mhm.
And I know that now, but when you're in that moment, I
Mhm.
didn't see that.
Yep.
All I seen was
Nope.
what I couldn't do. Once you
Mhm.
erase that part, God finally got his voice through that I finally just like listened to what he had to say. All of that, what I couldn't do. Oh, so then people probably wish that I was that person because I'm like, oh, you gonna listen, and I would be, oh my God, I would be letting them doctors have it. I can't even talk. It's the worst thing to get blessed out by somebody who can't even talk as it is. But that was me.
That was you.
That was me. I
That's
see
why I
what
was
to say.
saying,
That's
but
God.
I don't know why you thought what nobody you was doing the most and still do.
Yeah, yeah. I never when I had to learn how to write again, and the lady, like, let's say the nurse would say, draw a square, and I would draw a circle. And she would be like, well, okay, you got, they rate you whatever. And it's like, but it's keep trying progress. I'm stuck on the square's a shape, right? I drew a circle, right? That is a shape. Isn't it perfectly for yo? So now I'm sitting there, so she was like, "Oh, I can't even." She was like, "Yo, if this is you sick," and that's what the doctors would always, and the doctors and the nurses would love to come see me, and they would want to hear me sing Donna Summer songs, and because when I went in the hospital, Donna Summers was still the concert live or whatever, the show.
Mhm.
It's off Broadway now. So I'm still like, I can't wait till I get better. And I kept saying, I'm gonna go see the Temptations. And I'm gonna go, because I always go see the Temptations in concert every year. And I wanted
Mhm.
to see the Donna Summers play. But as faith would have it, I didn't not that I can't. I just never did because then COVID started kicking, all this stuff just started happening. But before COVID happened, the Temptations live happened. It was on, and my best friend, I'm not gonna get emotional. I still got that. I got the ticket. I'm looking right at it because it's hanging up on my wall. Paid mad
Mm.
money for me to have orchestra seats, and I had to get disability seats, and I had to make sure that I had the aisle seat, because I would get it. At this point, I'm in the wheelchair.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot about the almost got ran over by the bus. I'm in a wheelchair, so I look at all that stuff, how people just took care of me. Like I didn't have no fancy. Let's get this straight. I didn't have that press the button and the wheelchair be going. No, I I had a manual wheelchair, which would get me because they were like, if you're in a bad environment, leave. How you gonna leave if you gotta
You
have
gotta see what
somebody
I
else
put up
with
with.
you? I
I'm
can't
finna
leave
put.
my husband if he did something to me. I can't leave my kids. On that note, let's talk about me almost getting ran over by a bus. So my daughter's I didn't want to disappoint them. So I wanted to take them to the movies. Now, as a parent, a caregiver as a anybody, you tell people cross the degree that in between, don't get hit by a car, make sure you ride it, all this other stuff. I'm in a wheelchair, so now as it's me, a minor, because she wasn't even 15 at that time, and a young lady with autism. That's us three, and I'm this lady in the wheelchair. Now the bus is further enough away that we thought I've got the green light that we can make it across. Yo, did it happen that way? Yo, the bus was still coming. Yo, so by this time, my daughter with autism is the one who's pushing me. My minor, because the other one is a minor. And so she's waiting for us on the
Oh.
sidewalk. Yo, my daughter with autism got up out of there. Left me. I can't at that time I can't move from the right side, which is my dominant side. Yo, I wanted my so put it like this. If I didn't know I wanted to live before, at that moment I definitely knew. Cause I'm trying,
Oh
and
God.
I can't turn my head. So once I'm looking to make sure that the bus is not coming closer. So the mine, all I have to say, the mine that had to come, and she got it together for her mommy, and she got her mommy across the street. But it's funny, but I say it's funny because you have to find your funny to make it because I made it on the other side. But again, when you're in that moment, it's not, yo. It's
Read what I
probably
put.
funny to the other pedestrians, but it wasn't funny to me at all. I see no humor in that story at that moment at all. And then so I take them to the movies, and it's funny because it's like everybody that was in the wheelchair with AIDS was there in that moment. And people that had strokes and aneurysms, like what we know to expect of what somebody with a stroke or aneurysm, you know, look like, and or what we're told. I don't want to be political because I don't want nobody coming after me with any of that stuff. But people was telling me like, oh, you ain't no, you must have it wrong because you didn't have no stroke, you didn't have no aneurysm, you must have had a mild stroke or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
because again, people just take for granted about look. So when you see somebody smiling, that don't mean that they can't be depressed. When people found out about my stroke and the aneurysm, and you take care of yourself and you healthy and you don't drink and you don't smoke, again, those are the things that we are told. That is not necessarily how life goes. Don't don't have those preconceptions, and
I done
then you
told
don't.
Alex
No,
that
you just can't. You can't.
yesterday. I had to get off the phone with him. Cause he was talking like that. He was like, "Mom, did you get on your bike today? Like I'm over here eating chips and chocolate."
But again, people don't realize about people don't realize addiction is addiction. They don't respect. Oh, well, she's addicted because she's on drugs and she's alcohol. Yo, sugar is the same. Is an addiction.
It's an addiction.
Eating is an addiction,
I
and
was trying
people
to tell
don't
him
get
that
it.
yesterday because he work out all the time, all the time. Like Allison got big,
Why
and
are
he
you
like,
talking
"Well,
about
I'm
me all the
trying
time?
to."
I've listened to you, but why do y'all see what I do?
He's,
Go on. I'm just saying this.
I've been saying it about 5 minutes ago. I said, "Did you?" But
Yeah.
I was saying that I was telling him. I said in my mind, and just in my mind, that don't y'all come for me. Don't be throwing no rocks in my glass house.
For real.
I was like, you sound dumb. Just because you work out every day. I know people that's never drink, never smoke, never, just work out, and they had heart attacks. So
Yep.
just because you work out every day is no guarantee that something's not gonna hit you.
That's the truth. Now I won't say I was in the side of the street with the never drink and the never smoke because I shook a tail feather as they would say. But when I had my stroke and I had my aneurysm, or when I not mine because I have to stop. I'm not claiming it as a my thing. When I had
The
I was not drinking. I was not smoking like many years,
hmm
and I never was a drinker. I was always a social drinker. And smoking, oh god, I'm asthmatic, so we can pretty much tell how that story went. I'm not like she got asthma. No, I'm asthmatic. Like, so I am no, I did not inhale. I'm that kind of asthmatic. But
hmm
I go on to say people just have it in their heads that if you're healthy, I mean, I wasn't overweight. Again, that's a misconception. I work out, I was healthy, so that's a misconception. I don't eat
hmm
fatty foods. I don't eat fried food. No, so all of that stuff is just misconception. Well, don't lie. I don't prepare fried foods. But every now
Right.
and again, when I'm walking by Popeyes and that smell get in my nostrils,
Oh my God. I love me some Popeyes.
and girl, when I can smell, that's a treat for me. And I feel like I need to be rewarded
I
just for
know. I was
smelling
getting ready to
something
say that.
anyway.
Let's get ready
So
to say that for
if
you to
I can
smell
smell it,
anything.
that's what I'm saying. If I smell something, yo, give me my reward. That's my daughter with autism. And she used to say something. I was so happy she said anything. Get it for her. Get her 10 of those. Get it every. It comes in every color. Get every color. Because you just be so happy. Because again,
Hmm
when we're told what somebody can't do, but until God is giving you that confirmation, I'm not trying to turn this into a biblical anything, but I'm here to tell you, I was going by a lot of what people was telling me who never had a
hmm
stroke and never had an
Mhm.
aneurysm, but they perform surgeries. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, like, oh, your
Mhm.
hair will never grow back. Well, you a
Mhm.
liar, because we've seen how long my locks was down my back. I cut my
Mhm.
locks. This green on my hair is not to extension it. These My hair is actually this length. I would put the green on top. So like it was what? Oh, girl, this going to be another story right here. This curly hair. That's a whole nother story. But when my hair would pop or whatever, I would just braid whatever part of my hair was still stuck. In some places, it would just be like just the new, because yes, I am that braider, just that little new growth. And I could, if I could latch something onto it, and then it would grow down. So that's what that is. But
Mm.
I'm here to tell you, God is good. God is good. God is good.
Yes,
You,
he is all
you
the
gotta
time.
know. You have to know. You have to know what you can do and with your body. And it's funny because like as I was getting better, I would tell myself like, well, you can't be that better, like, because you'll never walk again. You'll never talk. So I'm telling myself that I can't do this. Now God is clearly like moving a limb. And it's like, well, no, I have to learn how to write with my left hand because I'll never use my right hand again. And I'm sitting there
Mhm.
arguing with the fact of the hand is moving.
Yeah.
Exercise it. Like and
Mhm.
yes, you can. It's a struggle
Mhm.
to learn how to write with something that you don't know how to. Don't do that.
Mhm.
I'm here, so it's I little by little I had to like really like snap out. Like you tell me, come out. I had to snap out of it and realize, yes, I am moving. Okay, my mind is
Mhm.
telling me to pick this hand up, but if I pick this hand up, then I can get this to doing it. So it's just like I went with that. So I had to go and learn to be comfortable with that 2.0. That's another thing. Being comfortable with your new. When
Oh
you do
yeah.
something one way and you're so used to it, you start to think that that's the only way. And it's funny because as
Mhm.
a speaker and as a caregiver, I would always tell people like, no, sometimes if somebody's doing something different than you, as long as the body count is the same, go with it. Things
That's
Your way
right.
is not the only way.
That's right.
But you know, having to go through all that stuff, I had to realize that way wasn't the only way. So it's like, okay,
Mhm.
you used to saying your way is not the only way. So now think of it like that. That way was not the only way. There's still other ways to do it.
There's still other ways. I
So
great minds think alike. I was saying that this week. I mean, this week or last week. I don't know. My brain's so fried. But I
wasn't
was
me.
saying that there is different ways to do stuff. Just because mine don't look like yours, don't mean that we're not getting the same place. We just getting there differently.
That's it. That's it.
Just like when
That's
you were
it.
saying switching hands, my mom and myself, and I guess I got it from her. We can write with either hand. I can write with my left hand or my right hand.
Okay, I forgot. I forgot. There's a word for that. I forgot to. And that was
Mhm.
something else I had to get forgetting words because I mean I not to say I'm the smartest because God knows I am not the brightest star in the sky, but I was somebody that was a quick thinker and know and to not remember words and stuff. Oh my God, that would just take me over the top.
You know
Now
what? I
I think
seen
of
that
stuff.
firsthand. I got to see that firsthand.
See what firsthand
Not
that I'm afraid.
remembering words and stuff. Well, we
Yeah,
knew that.
yeah,
That
yeah. Yeah,
that ain't gonna
I would
never
get so
change.
down on myself about not remembering words, and then I wouldn't want to talk because I would just feel so bad. Or when I talk, I would sound so robotic to myself, and everybody was like, "I don't hear no difference," but you know what you sound like. You know what I'm saying? So like when I would talk, I literally and I couldn't turn around, but I really still can. But I would like, like who is that? And then it's like, no, that's you. That's you. So
Oh,
I had to get to know my new voice. Yo, all I
but you
can say
wasn't.
is,
We all said the same thing though. That must have been in your head because you wasn't stuttering.
but see, that's the thing. It's you. I knew me, and so
But we
even
couldn't
though
hear it.
it doesn't sound like right now that to me that's a that now I'm gonna start it because I said it word. But like getting fumbled and flipped and twisted, I never think about it. I never got twisted with words. I was that talker, like yo, I can come at it and go. And now
Mhm.
fumbling and stumbling with words and like stuttering and like, like not knowing the right word and stuff. To me, that wasn't me, because
Mhm.
again, I wasn't accustomed to that. Now I can go with it, like it doesn't bother me, because I've gotten used to, now this is the 2.0 me, and she still
Mhm.
got a lot of good in her, and she's just what God needs her to be. I'm just where I'm
Mhm.
supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm
Mhm.
supposed to be doing. And a lot of people would wish to be in this boat right now. I know.
Mhm.
What's It's good. God is good. God is good.
He
God is good.
is. He is. He is. Come on back out of the light, Caroline.
Carolina. But yeah,
He is good though. I mean,
yeah,
to
he is.
watch it, it's for somebody to see it firsthand, the things firsthand, and I think that's what I was trying to explain to the other bestie. If you have that mindset that you can make it through, then you can make it through. But if you keep going at everything with a negative mindset, then you're not gonna make it through. And like I was telling her, it took me years to not be a negative Nancy. So now that I'm positive, and that's something that you want to share because everybody got to get there.
Yes, sir.
Everybody got to get
Yeah.
there. My other bestie, she's in her early 60s. So, seasoned people, they like what they like, they don't like what they don't like, and maybe just something from you that you got might can rub off, you know.
Well, I'm blessed because I'm here to tell you who I am now. I will contribute to my family, and I will give them their flowers. Those that are here to smell them, and those who weren't are not here to smell them. But I thank God that I did give them their flowers while they were. That's the one thing I know for a fact. Like I don't have any of that remorse. Like, oh, I wish I would have, or only if I did. I did.
Mhm.
I know I did. But my family is, yo, I have a funny family, and we're not like funny trying to be funny, because I want you had to, like, people have to tell me, like, I never think of myself as funny, because I'm just authentic, like I just go. And I think that's what makes it, not makes me funny, but makes it come across, because it's genuine, it's not tried
Mhm.
for, it's just a part. And I got that, I say, for my family, honestly, earnestly, or however you pronounce it, because that's how my family is. If you sit around my family, if you sit around the Smiths, you are not going to leave from being around my family heavy. You're not. It's a it's a lot in life that you can't guarantee. I can
Mhm.
guarantee you that. Now, if you leave from being around myself or my family, and you still a negative Nancy, that's because that's where you want to be.
That's where
That's
you
where
want
you
to be.
want to be. Now, if somebody wants to be someplace, then
You
I
can't
mean,
stop them.
that's what they want to do. That's where they want to be.
You can't stop
I
them.
thank you,
That's
God,
what I
that
was telling her.
I wanted to accept that. From I was born in
Mhm.
'70, blue baby and the whole nine. But I thank you, God, that I accepted the funny. And I'm a poly Anna. I am going to always try to help you see the light side of things. I know I ain't boring, so I don't know why you yawning. So
Oh
I'm
no.
just gonna always try to make something like even like that. Like, it's just like, I gotta make a joke. I gotta make somebody laugh, or chuckle. It got to be light. And then we deal with
Well,
business at hand. I'm a light, because you gotta make it, when something seems to be too hard, it's gonna be too hard. So you can
yeah.
still take that same thing that you have. I'm gonna make a joke out of it, or something. I'm gonna make you laugh, and then we're gonna come back to it, and then we can deal with it a little differently, because now your heart is a little lighter. You can take it
Mhm.
a little different. To put a load
Mhm.
already on a load is hard, but when you just take
Mhm.
off at least some of them rocks, you still got that
Mhm.
same original load, but now all that added stuff. Because if anybody's mind is like my mind, we overthinkers, and we can add on some stuff that will make a
Mhm.
situation. You will never come out that situation. Let that mind
My
type of
husband be
stuff.
looking at me like you just done added on a whole nother problem. It ain't
You
even
be like,
got
that
there.
didn't even happen. Exactly. Like, they, and it's great. to have the what ifs. But if you stuck on the what if and you don't even have a solution out of your what if, then that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Mm-hmm. 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 And that is exactly right. You gotta have a what if, but we ain't gonna you know, life got too much going on to be having too much going on.
That's it. That's it.
At
Like you
at
know what?
some point, you
Let
gotta
tomorrow
take a
worry about
time out
itself.
for yourself.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let
You
tomorrow
know,
take care of itself. It's enough worries. It's enough worries right now. Why are we
that's what God
bothering
said.
trouble?
He said you can't add 1 cubit to your stature by worrying about tomorrow.
You
So
let tomorrow take care of itself. Right now,
look at my rock.
you added on to it.
You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is how far I've come. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. This is a achievement rock.
That's it.
Every
You know,
year I achieve something. And I'm talking about major stuff like she said it's 6 years for her and her stroke. It's been 4 years for me and my sobriety,
that's a beautiful
my
thing.
walk with Christ. I mean, so and my aunt told me this. Oh, I lost the rock. Gotta put it back on
Gotta
there.
put it back
But
on
that was
there.
something she told me, and it helped me because for overthinkers or worriers or complainers, when you look at just small stuff like this, a dollar pack of rocks at the dollar store, and when I reach a milestone stone that I can't wait to get to, I'm so excited about putting the rock,
That's it.
adding to this rock.
That's it.
And the purple one, I got that out of a candle, but I put that one on here this year to mark my 4 years of sobriety. Because
Mm,
if you would have talked to me 4 years ago,
I
see,
bet.
that's a miracle in God too. Because I was like, 4 years ago, I wanted to quit drinking, but I kept telling myself and other people that I was going to have to go to a treatment center.
Mm,
And my husband was the only one that said, "No, you're not. That God is going to deliver you from that." So put the purple one on here this year when I remember I never had to go to a treatment center and God delivered me in 3 days. So how about that? So how about that? Well, to you, Miss Riri. Did you punch off? Miss Riri did hit something, y'all. Y'all know old people ain't supposed to be
myself.
touching stuff.
Okay.
She ain't even
And now
supposed
I
to be
can't hear
touching stuff.
you.
Miss Riri, you gonna have to click back out and click back in. You done messed up the program. Old people, we not supposed to be touching stuff, and she didn't click that. Miss Riri,
You can hear me now? Because I can't hear
yes,
you.
I can hear. I can hear you. You gonna have to do what you did yesterday. Click back out and click back in. Out in
Can you hear me?
out.
There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
I
you hear
wasn't.
me?
I was. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. I wasn't hearing you.
Hey, did I do good sign language? Out in. Click back out.
Yeah, we need
Something wrong with us.
a symbol. Not a symbol.
You know, we could go into our private
A
chats.
system.
If you go up to chats and you can, it'll say private. So anytime
Oh, I
you
didn't
don't
know that.
see me,
But let me see
if you go
something.
to comments, it'll let on the side. It should say go into private chat.
Because I would have just that, and the whole world would have seen it. Oh, see, and I even hit say okay. So now, where you
Look,
say it's
I can't
private?
hear you. It should
Yes,
be right
that's what.
there on the side. Don't touch
Huh,
nothing, Miss Riri.
I
Right
ain't
there on the
touching nothing.
bottom where it say private chat. I just
Oh,
clicked
I
over to
see
private chat.
it. I can't touch it.
Now you can that you know what it is. Because you know how you be doing. We don't want them kind of problems. You see what you say? I can't hear you. Look, I'm gonna put this
No.
up here. Now y'all see what I be going through on a daily basis.
Why are you telling on me? See, all I wrote was help.
Let me
Oh,
tell y'all
and
before
so
we
that's
got on
just
here
private.
today.
That would just be us. So, but now the other stuff is going away. I can't see the other stuff where I said hi to you.
Miss
Oh wait.
Riri, you gotta click it back.
Oh, I could touch. I
You
touch
gotta click
button.
it back.
Okay. Is so look. There's two more buttons. Media asset and style. What happens when I touch those?
What is it?
You
Oh,
want me to
media
touch it?
asset. It goes into the library. And
Okay.
you can change the music, you can change the background. Style is the writing of your name.
I don't have no foul.
But
We see
you know
foul at.
style?
Oh,
Style.
style. Okay, I thought you said foul. Okay, style.
But I don't know what that other button
Recording
is.
is recording, and banner is banner. I assume.
Yeah, the banner is your banner. Did we make you a banner?
I don't know.
We said we was gonna make you a banner.
That's your job, technical person. No,
Oh,
what I said, technical somebody.
y'all done took that away from me.
No,
So
I again, I did not take that away from you. All I did was ask her for help with my printer. I didn't know that we were so hung up on titles like that she would not help me. Was she's like, that's not my job description, huh? So I wanted was help with my printer. That's just become decoration ever since they. Okay, let me start talking about though, because that's not. Now my printer's not
not
working. I'll
nice.
say that. I said now my printer's not working. I need to
Is this
I need to really get a
you gotta
show. Oh no, let's see. I guess my
is that
reference
right, Miss Riri?
is what right. Is what right.
Follow Miss Riri at Miss Riri
I can't
says.
hear you. Oh, I'm
I
looking
can't.
back at the comment. No, I'm looking at the comments where I wrote I can't hear you. What happened? Follow Miss V. The you Miss Vivi, you put the uppercase for the V. So just all you gotta do is put that V. That V is smile. Oh, so now that where did that come from? That's cute.
Oh, well, I gotta redo it. I'm saying that's what you said. I told you I gotta make you a banner.
Oh, that's what the
Now I
banner
gotta edit
is.
it. I gotta edit it. What it say? I gotta make the little car the little
The Miss
I can't
Vivi,
see.
the
I
lowercase.
can't
I,
see.
and then that's what I'm saying. We can't see, Lord, but I'm telling you. Oh, and see, no. Now this is what I have been looking at.
That's
A minute and
that
two
last
seconds.
E.
Yeah, the
You talking
last
about
E
that
it needs to
last
be
E?
lowercase.
Okay.
Let me tell you how I know I was talking.
Is that right?
Yep,
Is the Riri saying supposed to be separate or together?
together.
We getting old.
No, let me tell you how I know I can't do two things at once. Because no, but you should be proud of me because it's been one whole hour and 3 seconds. No, 1
Oh,
hour, 3 minutes, and 12 seconds, and I ain't touched the sticker book or planner yet.
you know what?
I
I'm
am
proud of
normally
you.
always, guys.
Doing
I
so
am
yeah.
always doing something, sewing something, or writing something. That's I think. I
Oh,
don't
I
find
got a
reading helping
new
for it.
thing with
What?
YouTube. They added me. I am now a clarity note taker. I applied for this little position on there.
Ooh.
And I can write notes on people's YouTube videos. It said, write a note and add clarity for useful content for this video. View tips. Oh, well, let's see what the tips say about Miss Fascinating Ladies.
So
I,
that's something new on your title that you in your job description that you could do, right?
I don't know, girl. You know, I don't know.
I'm talking about for me.
I'm a
I ain't talking about for the world. I'm talking about for me. I
for you.
need help.
It's not for you. You gotta wait 6 months, Miss Riri.
I don't know how to do any of this stuff because again, how all this came about was just playing and talking.
That's right.
It
But
was
it's
just
good
playing and
though.
talking. But it is good because again, it's like don't nobody want to hear me talk about a bunch of nothing. But yeah,
Right.
people actually, it's something comes out of it, and it's just, again, it's real
I
talk.
can't
It's
wait till
funny
next month.
talk. People
Well,
just
no,
need what? No,
May.
well, yeah, it
Can't
is
wait till
Christmas.
May.
But what about March? I'm going away in March too.
I know, but I want May to hurry up and get here.
I know. I love May. You know what? I will say this. I can't wait for May to hurry up and get here, and every May thereafter, because it's gonna get bigger and better. Because I'm already claiming it. I'm claiming it. So it's gonna get bigger and it's gonna get better every single
I
May,
know.
because I am looking forward to this being my last May going on this cruise by myself.
I'm gonna get me a camera. I'm gonna get me a nice camera so I can take videos and everything so we can have it's just gonna be amazing.
And we're going to get to the point. I don't care if,
Mm.
see, I don't know if I want to talk this out loud, because I hate to talk about something that I don't know if it's going to happen. Well, it'll happen on my end, but I don't know if this is the real rules. If the I was going to say, I was going to say, I don't
What's the
care.
real rules, Miss Riri?
The real rules is, I don't know how many people can occupy in a hotel room. I don't know what the real rules are.
Oh no, we not doing.
Okay, because I don't know what the real rules are.
Oh God, I found us a new place
For real.
right here in North Carolina,
Okay.
and I seen it.
Let me
I
look.
seen it on TikTok yesterday.
Listen.
It was beautiful, and they was like, "That's right there in North Carolina." I was like, "You better shut the front
October
door."
is still nice out there, though, right?
Yep, we don't get cold
Wherever you,
until it gets cold in North Carolina. It never fails.
it
It seems like
no,
Halloween is when it get cold.
it don't get cold. Let me
It
tell you,
do.
let me tell you, I lived out there. Cold for them. It's not. Well, I live in New York, so now if California, somebody in
We had
California
that
is
for
watching this,
28 degrees this year,
yo, but y'all did,
23,
yeah,
24.
y'all really did. Y'all showed out this year. Y'all
And
did show
today
out.
it's like 34 degrees
Y'all
outside.
showed out. But I'm here to
And
tell
yesterday
y'all,
we had a tornado.
in them little 10 years, how long I lived there? 10, 12 years I lived in North Carolina. I
I
always
don't
talk,
know.
yo,
Was
let me
you here
tell
when
you
we had that
something.
tornado? Because we stayed, well, we didn't know each other then, but the same place you stayed at, I stayed at, but we didn't know each other then.
Oh, okay.
Was you there? Was you here
I
when
wasn't,
we had
no,
that tornado
I don't think so.
that
Especially
messed
not
up
living
Peters Creek?
at that point. But we wasn't, I don't think we,
When you come to North Carolina?
I came to North Carolina in 89, 90.
That's when we had the tornado. So you must have been just getting here
I came in
because I was
June,
a senior in
like
high school.
I came in like June and July in 90.
So the tornado had been here a year, so it missed you. But remember where we used to stay at off of Peters Creek? I won't say
Yeah,
the name of the
yeah,
place.
yeah.
That whole street was tore up.
Wow.
You ain't even gonna recognize it now. They got a baseball field out there. It's so
I don't
pretty.
remember. You know what? I don't remember any. What's funny is I don't know how long I lived there, and I lived there for some years. I don't remember nothing about that place because I never ever once went to the pool. Never ever once. I never looked at
I
that
didn't
pool.
either.
Never
I
ever
didn't either.
once looked at the pool. The laundromat, I never ever went in there.
I didn't either. We didn't
Only
either.
thing I remember about that place is the creek in my apartment, coming and going, and going,
I don't even
coming
know
and
nothing about
going,
no
in the,
creek.
and because I lived right by the creek.
Oh yeah, but it had
I
all those
The
bushes and woods and
possums and the,
trees.
yeah, I lived right by the creek was here, and my complex was here. To go up the stairs to my complex. Well, you didn't have to go up the stairs to my complex, but the staircase to the
Yeah.
upstairs. I lived on the first floor of the complex.
Oh God, that brought back so many memories. But
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't either because I was just coming into my black people stage then because I was sheltered. I didn't start getting to know my people until after I graduated high school, and I went buck wow
But
trying
what's
to be around
always
black
funny
folk.
about me being sheltered, I was never sheltered, like not around. I was always around black folks. Don't get me wrong, but I was, what, like, my My mom was
Only black
bougie.
people I knew was my sisters and brothers.
They was bougie. But so like me being a street, I'm not street, but like if I was a way that didn't necessarily have to be. Like it was just like
You
you
was
you you
bougie.
went for that. Yeah, it's like you went
You
for
was
that.
bougie.
You went for
Cause I
that.
was like, I don't think I like her.
But no, but see, and that's what see,
Look,
but
did
if
you see
that's a
my face, Miss Riri?
misconception. See, that's a misconception because
I'm gonna
at
tell
the
y'all how
time,
bougie Miss Riri is. I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell you how bougie Miss
oh
Riri
God, I'm
is.
sure it's gonna be a
We
lie.
would be in the club, and it was a club called Baby Shamu.
Oh
We would
God.
be in the club, and it used to be these three little steps that you could go up on, and then you get to the
Oh
private
God.
area on each side. And her little clique would be standing on the steps like they was all that, and she'd be mean mugging people, and they wouldn't even let nobody come up the steps. And if you went up the steps, you had to get behind them. But I stood in front of them anyway because I thought I was that girl at that time, and they'll be mean mugging you and stuff. So imagine my surprise when I made a hair appointment. And this chick right here was the braider. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my God. But no, but
But
tell if you're gonna tell a
but
story, tell it
she
like
did talk to me. She talked on the
that's
phone the whole
obvious.
time, and she did talk to
That's
me.
any
She did
I
talk
did
to
it
me
to
just a little
everybody.
bit. It had to warm. I had to warm up to her. So by the time she moved from that place and she went to the other place,
To the private house place. That I
I
was
think it still
different.
took us like 5 or 6 years before we really
I don't think
just.
some years. You know why? I don't think before we went out to the clubs together. But remember, I would always give you my bathroom sets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I remember stuff like that. But we wasn't like
yeah.
tight. We wasn't like going out to the clubs together and stuff
Uh-uh.
tight. But we had a nice hair technician and we had that type
And
of nice
customer.
relationship. Cause I was New York eyes.
She be like, let me
I
see if I
was
can get it.
I was but no, I was just New York. I was just that's a regular look for me. Like, but no, what I was gonna say was the real like I'm really nice. I am that person you really
Yeah,
want on your
she
side.
is. She is.
But it's just getting I'm not and that's what I'm not gonna be
But
just
see, at that
friends with
time
any
though,
like you gotta get to know me. I
when
gotta
you
get to
come
know
down
you.
south, that's one thing I don't know about any other south. Let me take that back. When you come to at that time in the early 80s and 90s, coming down south from coming up from New York, these country people, we was starstruck
Yeah,
with the New York accent
yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
what it was. It was like you met a star, just a regular
Just
old
New
blow
York,
Joe
yeah.
from New York.
That's just like me
But
going here.
because
I
of the
wasn't just
accent, it
eyes, I
was
was
like,
New York eyes.
yeah,
Y'all that New York thing, y'all respected New York. That was like
yeah.
something for y'all.
That was like everybody wanted to be around somebody. That's my friend. That's my friend. She's from New York, or he's from New York. Oh, my boyfriend. I'm dating a
Oh,
guy.
don't
Because
let the
once
boyfriend.
I got in the clique, then it was over. It
That's
was
it.
over.
But I'm here to
All my
tell you
boyfriends
because
and every boyfriend after that has been from New York, with the exception of my husband now. Every last one, with the exception of my husband now. And I'm gonna tell you, they
but New
something.
Yorkers are funny because even with me being in New York, but being raised in because technically I was the only one out of my siblings born in New York, but raised in all that other stuff, Louisiana. So I was raised by a mother from Louisiana, and I was raised in those ways because my mother's not from New York. She's a country girl.
Uh-huh.
She's a pastor's daughter. So she's like the first family in a well, not in a sense, but in that world of churches. So
Uh-huh.
she was the first one up because she's the oldest child. She's the first family. So
Yep.
that's how I was raised. So in New York standpoint, that's what I'm saying. Like when my mother would be like, you had to go after that. I was raised in such a way, but I was still a New Yorker. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like I
Mm-hmm.
still went after and did certain things or whatever because I was still very much New York.
Mm-hmm.
But even New Yorkers would be like, "Oh, you're New Yorkers would back then. It was they would call me like fake. No, you're fake New York. You're like, you ain't really from New York. Like, no, I was born in New York. No, just because you was born here don't mean that you wasn't raised like you wasn't, so I always had that thing.
Yeah. Well, you miss New York
But
now.
I'm New York. In my heart, I was always New York. I'm Louisiana, New York.
I don't know why
No,
y'all ever came down south.
for well, I can't say why the guys came down south. Well, I can't say. I will say it because, and what did I always say about the fish in the ponds and the guys in New York? And when you're in New York, you are a small fish in a big pond.
Huh?
But when they moved to North Carolina, that helps you to become a
Big
big
fish.
fish in a small pond. So the girls following behind any guy moving out there, you're from New York. Like I didn't have to do anything to get clout, other than the fact that I came from New York.
Uh-huh.
That's it. And I just happened to have been somebody who came from New York, who could braid, who could do nail. And it's funny because like all that stuff never really caught on. It was always the New York eyes for the braids. So I just
Yep.
really went with the braids. I was a nail technician too. So remember, I used to do my nails. Remember how long my nails used to be? So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, funny joke. When I went to get, oh no, we over talking because I said 1 hour. I mean, yeah, I said 1 hour, but no, let me just say
Where
to
where
you,
we at?
girl, we at
Oh,
one
we over
hour and
16
16.
minutes.
Yes,
Oh yes, we gotta get off of here. Okay, go
one
ahead.
hour.
Tell the nail story
When I
and then
went
we
and got
out.
my nails done, I just wanted them to put acrylic over my nails. They don't do stuff like I don't know if they want
Mm-mm.
to act like they don't know what you're talking about. They don't do stuff like that. So she was like, no, they still had to put on the fake nail and cut the fake nail down to where my actual nails was at. Yo, I couldn't pick up my phone. I'm like, huh? So then it's funny because, like I always say, when you're in that situation, you think differently. When people would say things like, how you even take a bath? How you use the bathroom? I would get offended by that because I'm like, how nasty are you to think that I would let anything prevent me from my hygiene? So I would always think that that person was nasty.
Oh God.
But when I couldn't pick up my phone, then it's like, okay, I got it. I seen it from their standpoint. My standpoint is like, ill. How could you think that I would let anything interfere with me taking a bath? But my nails grew with me. That my nails went from this to that.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, it was no like growing
And you was
stage.
still braiding hair with them nails.
What? Getting down.
Yep. I wish you know what? I
Yeah,
wish
I'm
I could
gonna
run
have
into that
y'all
girl
stop because I
Kathy
know
that
she
used to
would be
do the
saying.
airbrushing.
Oh, okay.
Remember the girl Kathy that used to do the airbrushing once? Because you got to remember too, when fake nails first came out down south, it was so new. So it was like all the I don't know what you call their race. I don't want to say it wrong. Vietnamese or
Yeah.
whatever it
But
is.
yeah.
They were
I
just
know about.
gravitating from like Atlanta. I remember getting my first set of nails in Atlanta and
Mm.
then coming back to North Carolina like a month later and the nail shops was popping up everywhere because we didn't know nothing about getting no
No, you didn't.
manicures and
Because
stuff
I
like
used to
that.
always have to go back home. If I wanted my nails done, I would, when I go, because I used to always go back home, I would have to go back home and get my fillings and then come back.
Mhm.
Or I would do my own
Mhm.
fillings. Like people, they was just so amazed by that stuff because you're right. They wasn't doing nails and stuff like that. Like that was like, oh my God. Like seriously? And
Mhm.
then
And
like you
then
say
it's
with
like
the
out of the
airbrush,
blue they start popping up everywhere.
and before we was doing the airbrush, I used to sit there and design my nails, like sit there and
Mhm.
physically draw on my nails and stuff. So it was like that's a lot of work, like times, times. I mean,
Times
think
has
about
changed.
it.
We have lived to see
Thank you,
a
God.
lot happen.
Thank you, God.
We did it together, bestie. Now
Thank you,
in your
God.
show, because we're an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I did not want to go that long, but no. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, for joining us. I love it. I love it. I look forward to more. Because I can't be. I know I really can't be serious.
I'ma
And then
mute
when I
me.
look at you, and when I look at you, and you turn your head laughing, that just, I'm sorry, you just gonna have to end it because I can't. When I try to be serious, I laugh.
I'm not even looking at you. You can't even see my lips
Why
moving.
exactly? So why? Okay. Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much
turn
for
this way.
joining. Okay, so if you all right, thank you so much for joining, fascinating ladies. We had a fascinating good time. Look forward to having you back soon. Fascinating ladies. Oh no, see,
Nailed it.
I did. I
She
tried.
nailed
I
it.
did good.
You did good.
Okay,
Like
I
that,
did
Miss
good.
Riri. You better do that thing,
Okay,
girl. What you got going
I
on?
did good. See, I tried to hold it in. I was like fascinating ladies. Yep. So I got okay, but thank you very much.
Yeah, we can't believe